On this episode of Deathpile Diaries.
Now mind you, it is 48 degrees out here in the garage. Oh, this has worked. Spoiler alert, it works. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Plug it in, plug it in. Items of today. First off, we have the Sony +1 50+1 CD player, CD compact disc, Sony CDP CX571. A little dusty, but we're going to give that a look at. And then we go down here to the Sony Video Hi 8 Stereo Hi-Fi VCR, I guess is what you call this. There we go. All the fun stuff inside of there. I do have some tapes I pulled. Where'd I put those tapes? They're back here. They're there. Hiding back there. I brought some tapes up from the basement. Also, we have the remote for that Sony. That's cool. I have a couple of Roland pedals, I guess you'd call them, for music. I don't know if they're guitar pedals or amp pedal or drum pedals or whatever they are. I think they're guitar pedals. Anyway, effects pedals. We have a lot of Sony. Another Sony product here. We have the Sony. What model is this? Turntable. It is the PS-LX300 USB. So it's a newer one. The cartridge has a lovely. This is tape tear. That's nice. Anyway, I probably paid $10 for this. I don't know what I paid for it. $5 to $10. It's got preamp. Looks like it's got a preamp already, and it has a USB supposedly for that. Next up, we also have this lovely man care from Norelco, and I believe this is for shoes. Yeah, an electric shoe polish kit. There you go. It's got stuff in it. We're gonna test that as well. Over here, we're not going to touch those today, I don't think, unless we get a chance. We're going to hit the Panasonic Combo 4-head Omnivision VHS and FM radio TV. It has its remote, which is nice. Let's see. Oh, it's got an up and down. It is dirty. So this is a turntable USB. This is USB is probably... There we go. It's on the back. So you can run it directly into your computer to probably transfer audio over. We've got our clips here, so I'll have to cut those and get power to it. I'm going to run a cable to the Bluetooth speaker up here so we can run sound out and see how it plays. Whew, alright, so I got these. Now mind you, it is 48 degrees out here in the garage. This is not ideal electronics testing weather. God knows. But hey, I'm a sucker for punishment. I snip the zippy ties around here. I hate zippy ties. There we go. Alright, that's a very short cord, but that's okay. I don't need a long cord for that. Power. So we'll run the power cord. So what I'm doing is I'm running this to a speaker. I have this little adapter here, which will plug into this little adapter here, which will plug into this. So I have the RCA connectors to a double female for this adapter there. Hot damn. Now, taking that off just to make things easier. I love the fact that they taped this. It looks like duct tape. So I get to clean that off too. Lovely. Hey, we got turnage. That's something. Start, stop. It looks like it's an automatic one. Oh, speed is 45 or 33. And that's 45. Let's find a record. Nothing like a good old K-Tel product. Oh, this has worked. Well, if this plays at all, it'll be a miracle. It is disgusting. Give you an idea how warped it is. we do have volume. I probably should clean that with something. This record is toasty. There we go. Let's see how she sounds. Sounds like it's working. Lift. That's just a mechanical lift too. It's not very, you have to let it down really slowly. Stop. Pulls it back over. There's so much crap on this. Oh, there it goes. Finally dropped it. I need to clean that stuff off. Start. There we go. That's very sticky. There you go. And it drops it. We'll test it on 45 as well, of course. Oh, of course, you're going to get parts. There we go. There's one. Vintage 2008 Sony. Pre-owned. Sold for $50. One bid. More parts. Here's another one. $69.99. Doesn't look like it has a top on it. So we do have the lid on it, so that's working. That's good. Here's one that sold one bid for $31. One for $45. One for $49. $40. Here's one for $80. That's pre-owned. These are all pre-owns. And you can get parts and such. One in a box, sold for $159. And I don't have a box, so we're not even going to worry about that one. So this could go anywhere from $40 to $80, depending. All right. It's nice because it will fit there as well. All right, we're going to switch you to 17. We're going to put you on 45. It's Deathpile. See if this works. Start. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. It's sticky. I got to clean it. All the way over. Hey. Nice. Okay, she works. Just got to clean up this sticky tape stuff on the tone arm. She works. I'll include this lovely personalized, customized 45 adapter with it. And this is going on eBay. First thing I'm going to do is take a little cleaner. Well, this is masking tape. You gotta love it. Ugh. I hate masking tape. I do see the Goo Gone. Everybody does it a little differently. You can use Goo Gone. You could try using a. Pour a little bit of that on there. Could try using the heat gun on this. It's plastic. It wouldn't hurt it per se, but I'd rather not warp it just in case. And I definitely don't want to use Goof Off. That stuff eats through plastic. As best I can. Let that sit a little more because obviously that isn't quite taken yet. And while that sits on that, I'll pull this cover back off again and concentrate on cleaning the goop off of this other thing. Just have this. This tone arm has got absolute crud on it from the freaking duct tape that they put on here. Notice I'm holding this so I don't jack the arm around too much. See the belt in there? What you want to do is just kind of test it. I don't see any obvious wear on that belt. Alright, so now this is how you would replace a belt. You would pull this off unloosen the belt, let it fall back inside on top of this inside wheel here. That's a metal turntable, that's good. And then you would replace it by picking up a new one, putting it around the inside, and then as you come around to this area, draw it out with a tool or your finger and get it around this this casp in here, and it would then work no problem. So I'll finish cleaning it up, get the buttons all cleaned up, and then it's going on eBay. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's little spots. And I've washed it and washed this and it doesn't come off. And I even took a, like, Goo Gone, see, I finally got most of that off of there. But there's little spots and it's annoying me, so I'm going to try something. So I have this bottle of Headlight Lens Restorer. Removes yellowing. Eliminates haze. Improves visibility. Prevents re-yellowing. Basically, it's rubbing compound. Blue magic. And then I pulled this little guy out of here and realized they had a buffer wheel. And by the way, spoiler alert, it works. The shoe polisher. So I'm like, hey, I'm willing to give this a shot. Let's see what happens. And I guess if it doesn't work, I've ruined it. Wow, you need to be shaking just a wee bit more. Let's see what happened. A little better. And I mean little. This is the area I did. That's a little more shiny than that area. Or that area. So I'm going to shake that bottle up a little more and give it some more work here. See what happens. Yeah, it's definitely thicker inside the bottle. Let's go in the middle. There we go. Set down. Who didn't see that coming? Okay. That's a port. Now that I made a total mess, and shooting this shit all over the place, it'll come off. It'll come off. Okay. Of course, there's deeper scratches right in here that are not going to come out. But I was more worried about the little bubble or little spots. It's trying. It's shinier, but I think somebody must have hit this with some aerosol of some kind because it's in the plastic. It's not just on the surface. It's like eaten into the plastic. It looks like overspray of some kind, but it goes into the plastic. I will not do that again. I will not be shooting that stuff on top and then making a big puddle. And I will be applying a little bit to this. I see a little bit. There we go. I will be applying a little bit to this like this and make life easier for me. And it's probably still going to shoot all over the place. There we go. There's an interesting smell to it. Alright, let's do it again. Alright, I know I've got a million people who do body work are going, oh my god, don't do it that way! I'm not a bodywork person. I don't know what I'm doing. That's why this is so much fun. I have no idea what I'm doing. Come here. Queen side, please. There's no queen side. Hang on. Let's take some pictures. Alright, wiping the extra stuff off of everything now. Okay, I think I'm going to keep this because, number one, it's handy. Number two, I like to torture myself with devices. So it does work. It's just a shoe polisher. I think I'm going to keep it and just use it around the house or around the project farm. Comes with a couple brushes small, a couple larger brushes, different color codes on them. I've got the other pad that I used in there drying out. This has got a little foamy patch on it, so this is kind of handy for this and that and the other things. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Next up, a couple of Roland pedals. Roland DP6- or DP-6 piano pre-owned Roland, $39.95. That's this one right here. Good to know. Sustained foot pedal. So that's what they're for. I believe for piano. There's another one. $22.50. $24.99. So we're looking at possibly $20 to $25. Is $26.90. So I'm gonna this is probably, you know, 25 or so bucks. $20 to $25, depending on age and condition. I'm going to list them on eBay, considering they cost me hardly anything at all. I'll give them a shot here. Moving on up to the Sony 50+1. Not 100, it's 50. And again, it needs to be clean, but let's test it before we go into too much trouble cleaning it. So I need RCA plug for this, and I need to plug it in. RCA cables, red, white. It says open. Power's on, power's on. Okay, so power's on. It's spinning, that's a plus. I have these lovely +1. Ooh, that's not going to read. That might. Keep label facing right. Alrighty. It's moving. It's looking for disc 1. Looks like it wants to play. It plays. This is not the right remote for this. You know what? I'm looking at it. I don't really think this thing takes a remote. It looks like it's grabbing a track. Number 24. Number 11. So that's working. 15. All right. Well, that's too cool. So I guess the next test is to load it up with a few CDs and see what it plays, and if the disc selection thing works and the shuffle thing works. And that's one. Huh? So we've got 20 different discs in there. So shuffle all discs. So you know what you got and what you don't got. Let's see what it does. All discs, so it should pick a different disc. Just trying to find discs that aren't there, of course. I don't have 50 in there. disc 1, track 15. But cool, at least it works. eBay's got them anywhere from $54. I'm going to double check a couple things on it and then probably list it unless Mary wants to keep it, which could happen. Okay, next up we have the Sony High 8 video. Basically a VCR for High 8. It powers on. It beeps with 1, 2, 3. You heard that? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let's turn on the TV. I've got it hooked up back here with audio and video cables. Hey, don't mind the lines. That's on the TV's fault. That's the TV's problem. Turns off. Turns on. Hi, 8, please set the clock. Okay. Channel 2. Let's get a tape in this puppy and see what happens. Disney, number 1, May of 2004. Probably... I am really wondering about this. You gonna take it? Took it. How about... No? No? Oh. Might not be working. Might not be working. Don't look like this puppy's gonna work. Alright. I am too much of a fool when it comes to these things. I at least want to open it up and see if there's anything obvious going on. I want to open this up to see what's going on. So I'm going to do it. Pop right off. Ta-da! Well, the tape made it around the head. You can see here the tape made it around the head. I don't see anything burned or anything. And there it stops. And there it stops. Hey, at least it ejected. Kind of. Kind of. It kind of wants to let it go. Oh, that's you. Sorry. Okay. Now that worked this time. Let's see what happens. There's the wrong kind of tape. And there it just stops like a... Oh! Hey, maybe it was the tape. Whoop, 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 whoop. I see a small problem. The tape is starting to come way out here. You see that loop right there? That's not good. That's not good. Tape not returning or not turning back in. Oh, kids, don't try this at home. Do not play with something when it's plugged in. I'm a professional. No, I'm not. Yeah. All right. Let's see if it does that again. Hit play. Okay, I can see that the tape is not taken up like it should. All right, we're going to push the tape back in. It wraps the tape. It will pause at that point until I hit play. It starts spinning and feeding. All right, it's playing, but I got to stop it because that tape is not moving into the cartridge like it should. I'm gonna fast forward all the way, and then rewind it all the way, and see how it works. I'll be back. And there you go. It's working. Okay, next up we actually are getting to this Panasonic 4-head Omnivision VHS FM radio TV. console. Plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh, something happened. Hey. That's flashing. That's good. Let's see if it's cold and it'll start. Glove away from there. Hey. And of course you're getting that swipe through that the video camera's seeing, but I'm not seeing it in person. That little every once in a while like that. Alright, I have this lovely copy of New Jack City. Obviously somebody was not kind and didn't rewind. Hey, when that happens. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Hey, baby. She works. Stop. Rewind, because we're kind and we do rewind. Stop. Play. Yeah, we're at different scenes. Wesley Snipes was such a puppy. He was such a puppy. Fast forward. That works. Alright, let's rewind this tape. So I hate to leave a tape unrewound. It works! Hot damn. Oh, let's see if the remote works before I go too far. Stop. Hey, that worked. Play. Hey. Alright. The remote works. Alright, let's find out what this is worth on eBay. Okay. This guy is working and she's good to go. I took the remote batteries back out. Never store batteries in anything. So she's good to go. I'm going to get her listed. We're dealing with anything. This specific model, of course, hasn't sold in 90 days, so I don't have a comp for it. But we're looking at probably over $100, possibly $200 for this baby. It's a 13-inch forehead, so that's cool. And people love this for gaming and different things. So this is going on eBay. Okay, guys, that's it for this episode of Deathpile Diaries. I would love to see you guys go ahead and dig through your death pile. Hit, let's say, hashtag DeathPileDiaries and see what you come up with. That'd be cool. Tag me in it as well. 2 hip chicks. We'd love to see it. Thanks for coming in. And if you want to see how this stuff sells and if it sells, please go ahead and join us on Chick Chat. Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Eastern Time. We will be on to and answer any questions you have about this stuff. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.
2 hip chicks.